Hey everybody, it's Dave with Collective Traveler back to visit with you again. I wanted to start by sharing, this is going to be part one of a three-part video sort of montage that putting together. And really it all stems from having an opportunity to pick up some items that I won in an auction. So this is a new thing for me. We're trying to look at how do we branch out with procuring different items. Obviously the thrift stores have been good to us, but where else can we get inventory from? And so I participated in an auction. Won two different items from that, and by items I mean different groups of things. But prior to the time for me to pick up those items, I had about 30 minutes to kill. And so I thought, what can I do in that 30 minutes? And it was thrifting. And so there happened to be a thrift store within a mile and a half of the place where I had to go. And so in 30 minutes, I'm going to show you the items that I got and spent $42 on 11 items, and how we can turn that into approximately $280. So let's go through the different items that we got. First up was John Varvatos. And what was interesting about these is John Varvatos, and I'll let you see the tag there. John Varvatos has a lot of different items. And these do pretty well, but they're not gonna break the bank. That's about a $20, maybe $22 item at the most. And so I was able to get that one. And then I was also able to get another one. So I might even bundle these and sell them together because they're both the same size. And these are items that are passed over. They have different tags at the store, and these have been there for a little while. And so I was able to get those for half off today. And again, it just helps me from a resale perspective, from a revenue point of view. Dunning Golf, and so Dunning Golf has been a good brand for me. These go for about $22 for us. Nice color. What's interesting is the brighter the color, it seems like the quicker it goes, whether it be pants or shirts. But Dunning Golf Polo got that for right at $5, so that should go for about 22. And while it's not the right season, beanie. This is a Madewell full merino wool hat or beanie, and I was able to pick it up for just under $2. And these will turn around in the 20s for us as well. Again, I may have to hold that one for a little bit just because of the season that we're in, but there you go. Talking about bright colors, I was with my daughter and she was even like, those are a little bit loud, are they for you? And I'm like, no, they're not for me, they're for resale. But these are Adidas golf shorts, bright red. These colors again, and those shorts go really quick for us. That'll be in the low 20s. This one, Johnny O is not typically a brand that I pick up a whole lot, but this has really two things going for it that made me stop and pause. First, it's all white. And from being an all white polo and being really, really good from a quality perspective, that's good. White ones do sell. But the other is, if you take a look here, you can see the hit. That's a Penn State logo. And we've been really good with being able to sell collegiate teams and on polos and things like that. And those usually go in the mid 20s to upper 20s for us. And then this one, we have done really well by virtue of the University of Georgia. This is an Onward Reserve Performance polo with an embroidered Georgia Bulldog on there, new with tag. I was able to pick this up for $5, and this should go upwards on the high 30s to low 40s, and these go quick. Anything that, especially if it has the Georgia Bulldog on it, has done really, really well for us. This one is a new to me brand. So this is our Derwin, and it just stood out to me from the quality of the tag and everything. The material feels really good. It's a nice plaid, but as you think about the Varvatos shirts and stuff, not a whole lot that stands out on it past the tag. But whenever I looked it up, the sell-through is a little bit lower, but whenever it sells, this sells between $40 to $60. And so do you take the risk? Do you take the chance? And this was an item that again was half off. And do you take that risk and say for $3, am I willing to hold it? my answer is yes. If I could hold it for a little bit longer and make between 50 and 60 bucks on it, even the high 40s, I would do that. This one is one that Debbie talks about quite often, is just that I seem to be able to find it fairly regularly, but I usually only find it in solid color. So this is this is new for me. But this is Suit Supply. Suit Supply, this Egyptian cotton. The thing with Suit Supply is take a look at the collar, just really quick. That collar is unique. That's one of the ways in which I pick these up all the time, is I see that collar and I'm like, I know right away that's what it is. But a blue and white plaid shirt, that's gonna go in the high 30s as well. And then lastly, I picked up, I don't usually pick up Brooks Brothers ties, but ties for us, I've been getting into them more and more, and you'll see coming up on a haul. Actually, you might even be able to see through that bin and see a few of them there. That's full of ties and bow ties. And so I do have an attraction for them from Bypass and stuff, but this design is just really, really nice. I picked that up for less than $2. And then this is another Brooks Brothers tie that I just like the design. Having golfers on that, it was just a really classic type of a look. So we're going to run with those, and those usually go upper teens to low 20s. So all in all, if you do the math, we're right around that 260 to 280 in 30 minutes, $42, being able to flip it. So whenever you got some extra time, look at how to best spend it. And for me today, because it was so close, thrifting was a great one. So we'll talk more later. Thanks everybody. Bye.